Hello, hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination, Freelancer. And we pick up where we left off in the last episode, and we are about to take on our second tier syndicate leader. So this time round we are off to Miami, where we have 6 suspects, 1 safe, 1 courier, 1 supplier. We have to poison a target with enigmatic poison, push kill, and drowning kill as our optional objectives.
Excellent, 47.
And on to our prestige objectives. And we have melee kill epic, neutralize a lookout, and timed time trial. Most of these we will be completely ignoring in favour of one of the challenges. But before we get to that, let's find out who our target is. And they are a smoker, a foodie, they have a necklace, a tattoo, a hat, and they have blonde hair. So, as mentioned, we are going to forego the objectives in favour of the challenges. And today's challenge will be Puzzle Master, where we have to eliminate our leader in an accident, and this will count to one of our 25 accident kills for the leaders. So moving on to our tools and weaponry, I'm going to be bringing with me the Seeker 1 because that is about the only objective we have a chance of getting. It also plays into our hands for the accident kill. In fact, I'm going to bring the enigmatic pills as well, just in case. So I think that's everything we'll need. We already have a silenced pistol, so let's get ourselves off to Miami.
Have a good trip, 47. Welcome to Miami. This is the last stand. We now know the leader's location. However, you will need to do some recon to make sure you get the right target. To help you, we have the following information. They are attending a secret meeting. We also have the following description on their looks. We know that they have blonde hair, they are wearing a hat, they are sporting a tattoo, and wearing a necklace. As to habits and vices, your target has a tendency to enjoy food of any kind, and they smoke. I hope these tells can be used to your advantage. You know what to do, 47.
I do indeed, Diana. So, with a little bit of time wasted listening to Diana's introduction, we're going to waste a little bit more by checking this crate here, and there's nothing to aid us in that one. So we're going to proceed on now and track down our 6 suspects. Now, luckily, we're in a pretty good location, as many of the suspects will pass through this area. In fact, if we are quick enough, we can usually catch 3 or 4 of the suspects right away, as we have done here. So this is our first suspect, and no, I don't think you're our guy. Who else do we have? We have at least 1 heading out of the Kronstadt Center. Let's see. So hat, definitely. Glasses, necklace. Didn't see a tattoo anywhere. We'll have to come back to him. We do have another suspect heading this way. So let's have a close look at this guy. Again, hat, blonde hair, necklace. I think, did I see a necklace there? I'm not entirely convinced. Let's go and have a closer look. Oh, he's giving himself away. Necklace or not, you are not our guy. So next up, who do we have? This gentleman. Now, I think we've already checked you a little bit. So we know that you have a hat, we know that you have blonde hair. I'm pretty sure you had glasses, so do you have a tattoo? In fact, I don't see a tattoo. Yeah, it's alright. We're not going in there. We're just trying to photograph this guy. He's incredibly handsome. So we'll have to come back to that guy shortly when he comes out of a restricted area. In the meantime, we're going to hunt down one of our other suspects who is just around here. Now normally I wouldn't do something like this, but we're going to venture into a restricted area just as the gentleman in question goes into a more restricted area beyond a camera and several people. So we may have to come back for him as well. Although I already know that he is not our guy, as he's just come through the door, he has grey hair. So I think we have at least half of our suspects now discounted. And we do have to make our way over to the paddock area to find the other suspects. And just as we arrive to one of them, they also head off into a restricted area. Now the reason I avoid these areas is that you usually need a certain disguise to access them, and you run an extremely high risk of getting spotted, which can be enough to spook all of the suspects, or many of them, and they will all leave. So what do we have here? Necklace, blonde hair, hat. Do you have a tattoo, dear? Tattoos anywhere? No tramp stamp that we can see? No? We'll have to come back to check on you again a little bit later. But meantime, we have located another one of our suspects. One we have already considered. Still looking for a tattoo on this gentleman. There seem to be distinctly lacking in the tattoo department, our suspects. Many of them have hats, blonde hair and necklace. Do we see a tattoo anywhere? Yes, if you stop and wait right there, sir, that would be ideal. Let's have a look, see. Tattoo. Right. So, are you a smoker and a foodie? That's the important question we now need to ask. Now, you are going to be waiting here for another suspect to come along for your meeting, so we may as well hang around in this area for when said suspect arrives. I am going to head off though through that double door so that that's not locked to us when we come back the other way. It turns out we have one of our suspects right here. This is the young lady once again. So, do you have a tattoo? It's quite difficult to see in this light, but I'm pretty much convinced that you do not have a tattoo. I do not see one anywhere, unless you're hiding one somewhere where most people would never see it, unless they know you intimately. I'm gonna say you do not have a tattoo, therefore you are not our intended victim for the day. It also seems that you are going to be going to meet our other chief suspect, the one person we have found so far with a tattoo. So this door isn't locked. It looks like our meeting is in progress.
Must be a secret meeting.
And I've interrupted it. I'm very sorry about that, sir. You carry on there. Don't worry about me.
Sounds good.
So the meeting meets up with our identification list. So we just need to see if he is a smoker and or a foodie. Although we are going to have to wait around for a little while.
This better work out.
So what we'll do is we'll wait for the meeting to finish, and then we are going to hang around our suspect like a bad smell and see if he will notify us in some subtle or overt way that he is our suspect. I'm leaning towards the fact that he is, as so far out of everybody, he's the only one with a tattoo. Half of them have blonde hair, a hat and a necklace, but only this gentleman so far has all of the above, plus the tattoo, and he is about to head into a restricted area. So I think we will be waiting him out somewhat. We're going to try and make our way around and in through the VIP section. Do we have the invite? Yes, we do. Yes. There you go, sir. It's a lovely uniform you have on, by the way. Matches your eyes. So we are now back in the restricted area and trying to locate our suspect. I bet you any money he is giving away one of his tells as we speak. And unfortunately, we've caught him just in time. He is a smoker. So that's pretty much everything confirmed for this gentleman. I do want to wait and see if he is a foodie. We do need to match up everything for this guy, as there are several other suspects who quite closely resemble what we're looking for. So we need to make sure this time round that our guy is definitely our guy. And he is once again heading back into a restricted area. So we are once again going to have to wait for him to turn up somewhere else. We can use this time to get ourselves a waiter's outfit, which I'm sure will come in very, very handy. So we're just going to turn off that vacuum cleaner right there, or turn on rather. That's going to get the attention of one of the serving staff. We're going to keep a close eye on our suspect just in case he does something overt that gives him away. In the meantime, our new outfit has arrived, freshly washed and pressed, and we just need to relieve its current owner of the garment provided. There's nowhere to hide this guy, so this is high risk, because if someone comes through this room, everything could go south very, very quickly. It looks like we've missed out on our target's tells, or possible tells. I don't know if he's actually used any of them. So we're going to make our way and follow this guy around. He's going to go over to the Kronstadt motorhome. This guy is playing the field. We just followed him from one motorhome to another, and he is presenting us with an opportunity here. Thankfully, we did bring the Seeker 1. Now, I do need to be aware that there is a waitress or serving staff member in the next room. She is an enforcer, there she is, and I happen to know that part of her routine brings her into this room. So before she comes in here, let's try and poison our target. So that's our possibly one and only optional objective taken care of, although we may get the drowning kill as well. Unfortunately, the young lady I mentioned has arrived, has spotted me, and did get suspicious, and most surprisingly did not spook our target. At this point, the target would usually be running for the hills. This time round though, he did not, and he is making his way to the nearest bathroom after a very delayed reaction. It's just that lady came and spotted us that has slowed things down, but eventually we relocate our target in the bathroom being sick, and we can then eliminate him in the toilet for an accident and drowning kill.
Good job, 47. You eliminated the leader. Get back to the safe house. I'll be in touch.
I'll be there shortly, Diana. Get the kettle on, dear. 2 sugars in mine. I'm just going to pop and speak to this man about a dog, and then I'll be home before the pub's shut. So the supplier has a number of items for us, none of which really jump out at me except for the Sega Advance. I do like my silenced sniping rifles, so with that bought at the very least, we can head off back to the safe house with one more syndicate taken down.
Well done, 47. This will make anyone think twice before turning to a life of crime.
So that's tier 2 now over and dealt with, and we didn't do too badly there at all. We got our challenge, which was the accident kill, and along the way managed to pick up 2 of our optional objectives, which I wasn't expecting too hard. So we managed to net ourselves a nice bit of coinage there and gotten ourselves a nice new silenced sniping rifle. Let's get back to the safe
The syndicate
house.
has been eliminated. However, I have intel that there are more connected. Finish the job. Take them all down, and you will be well rewarded. Get back to me when you're ready.
So upon our return to the safe house, we have our syndicate reward. Please don't be a sniping rifle. I've just bought one of these. Never mind, now we have 2 new sniping rifles. So let's check out our reward crate as well, which should be empty as we've not used anything from it. So 2 syndicates down, 2 more to go. Join us in the next episode when we begin tier 3 of the Echo Crime campaign. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.